So using RJ, the biggest win is just totally automating all of our regular reporting. That's been huge for me. We're always pulling together reports both for the team to make better decisions, for people like our investors, and anytime we're doing projects as well.
We use data to prioritize the areas in which we invest. And we're investing heavily in marketing and product, and it helps us make decisions about which auctioneers and bidders to focus on and which features to prioritize.
We'll look at both what they're responding to in terms of content, as well as what customers have been purchasing in certain categories, right? And using RJMetrics to predict their next purchase, for example.
I actually have two different dashboards in RJ. One is one-time buyer, one is two-time buyer, and one is month of value, and the other is lifetime value. So I'm basically every day looking at those two metrics and seeing where we're going with it.
So we are definitely using RJMetrics to understand the core performance of our business, where it's working, where it's not, the customers that are structurally performing and the customers that are not.
Pretty much 90% of the activity, the bidding activity, happens within the final hours and minutes of the auction. So we have a really cool graph that kind of shows us that there's some bidding right in the beginning, then there's a big lull, and that's where our sellers get nervous. The governments get nervous, like, well, is anyone buying? Is anyone going to buy this? Then all of a sudden, there's a huge spike at the end when all the bidding activity actually occurs.
We are using data now to basically inform the sales team of what items have the greatest chances, because we're an auction house. So if something doesn't get a bid, it doesn't sell. So we're very incentivized to identify the items, the makers, the types of items that will sell, and at what price point will they sell.
I think really the big thing is it makes this data that used to take us hours and hours and hours to compile is just now there. Like, we don't even have to think about it, we don't have to do any work, it's all set up. We just go into our dashboards and we're able to pull up this data.
Yeah, I mean, the data that we have and that we're able to analyze through RJ is probably one of our greatest assets.